In this tutorial, I want to go through the audio bend tool and how it can be used to manipulate audio. So what I've got is my electronic kick pattern, and I've also gone in and recorded an acoustic kick to layer over this. But this kick that I recorded in is slightly out of time. Take a listen here. You can hear it's not that tight with the other kick, and when I zoom in, you'll see this more clearly. So these kicks aren't quite lining up. And this is where the audio bend tool can come in real handy to bend these timings of these kicks into place. So I'll open the audio bend panel by clicking this button over here. And now I'm going to select the acoustic kick audio event. And this event is going to be analyzed by the audio bend tool. And to do this, I need to select a detection mode. The options are standard and sensitive. I'm going to stick with standard because I don't have very subtle transient variations, but if I did, I'd select the sensitive mode. Now I'm going to analyze the event. So what it does is it analyzes the audio event and then places these audio bend markers on the transients that it detects in the clip. I can minimize the amount of transients detected by dropping this threshold parameter. But I'm pretty happy with that set to full. And next, I'm going to move on to the track option. And this is going to be using time stretching to quantize the audio. And this is going to use the quantize setting of the song, which is set to 16ths. There are some other different time stretching modes. I've got it set to drums, but I could also use this polyphonic mode for polyphonic material and then formants for more vocal material. But I'm going to stick with drums for now. And then under the actions, I can either choose quantize or slice. I'm going to choose quantize for now, and then I'll move on to the slice action. And then under this is the strength parameter, so I can choose how much of the audio is going to be quantized. Now I'm going to click apply to apply the action. And notice how this shifts some of the transients around. And the transients that are red, these are the ones that have been shifted into time. Let me undo the changes and then click apply again so you can see how that changes the transients. Now take a listen to it. That kick is sounding much tighter. Now I want to move around these bend markers. On the tools panel, I'm going to choose the bend tool, which is the shortcut 7. And when I hover over a transient, this bend tool goes yellow, and then I can tweak the bend marker. And when I shift this around, it compresses and expands the transients alongside it. So you can get quite creative with this and create some new patterns by moving these bend markers around. Let me show an example of how you can really manipulate your audio with this bend tool. With the bend tool selected, I can just click on the event to create a bend marker. And I'm going to drag this marker out so it expands and stretches out the audio. Check this out. And I'm going to make another bend marker here and stretch this out even more. Actually, hold on. Let me make it over here. And stretch this out. Now check out how it manipulates the sound of this kick over here. And just move that in slightly so it's on the beat. So that's cool how you can manipulate the audio with these time stretching methods. Now let's check into the slice action. So I'm just going to undo those changes, select the event again, and then analyze it. So this will create auto crossfades between the slices, and it's determined by this quantization amount. So I'm going to click apply. So it sliced up this event into individual parts on each transient. And when I zoom in, check how each one is an individual event that I can select and how there's crossfades made between each event. So I'll leave it up to you on which action you want to use, but I personally quite like the quantization action. While fiddling around, I found an even quicker way to quantize audio. So on the event, I'm going to right click on it. And then I'm going to go down to the event tab over here. And under quantize, I've got the quantize option, which is quantize to 100% and then quantize 50%. So you can check the different shortcuts that are used here. Now with the event selected, I can press the shortcut Q and it quantizes the audio at 100%. And that detects all the transients and places the bend markers. So that's a real quick way of quantizing your audio. So try out the audio bend tool and manipulate your audio timings and see what results you get.